Hey guys, it's Saturday evening here in the Philippines, so it is time for us to do our free-for-all weekend video. And as promised, we are going to be unboxing some gas station dioramas from Johnny Lightning. And we have one of Texaco, which you see in front of you, one of the Golf gas station, which you've seen in my advertisement, and then a Sunoco gas station. There was actually a fourth one of the 76 station, but unfortunately I did not get that one. I've just gotten these three, and there are two of them, which is the Texaco and Golf, that comes in these boxes because it has a more elaborate diorama. The 76 and Sunocos come in like a blister pack. They have a cool diorama, but it's more of like a backdrop. It's still three-dimensional like this, but it's more of just a background. This is actually kind of a, I don't know, more of like an interactive diorama, I guess you could say. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this first one out and look at it. And I don't have all three of them up here right now, and I took down all of our dioramas that we usually have setting up here because of the fact that these things do take up a lot of room. First, we'll go over the box, and then here we see Texaco, the Texas Company Petroleum Products, and you can see it's pretty cool little island with two gas pumps, garbage can, and then the storefront, so you can kind of park cars on either side of this. It's kind of cool. Then down here you have a 1965 Chevrolet pickup truck. So this would be like their parts runner truck. There's no tow, like winch or anything like that in the back, but still yet cool truck that would be like to go and get parts and other things like that. These things are extremely heavy too. I'm going to say that this probably weighs every bit of like 2 pounds, maybe 3 pounds. It's very heavy. They say that it is made of highly detailed poly resin, and so highly detailed poly resin display, realistic service station details, 1/64 scale. Then on the side of the box, it gives you a little pic of the Texaco gas pump and the iconic Texaco globe and an old style Texaco station. On the back, it tells you a little bit about the company. Since its inception in 1901, the Texas Fuel Company Texaco has utilized a multitude of hard-working trucks in their fleet, from tractor-trailers, pickups, to many specialty service vehicles, proudly painted in the colorful Texaco advertising brand. These rolling billboards represent the rich heritage of Chevrolet and Texaco. The 65 Chevrolet pickup provided plenty of utility and power for almost any hauling job. It could handle anything from cases of Texaco oil and hydraulic fluid, a multitude of service products, to 55-gallon drums of Texaco fuel. The 1965 Chevrolet pickup was one of the most capable workhorses of its day. So kind of cool to give you a little rundown of history there. Then they also have these other poly resin things from World War II, it looks like. So it has one with like a Willys Jeep and one with a Sherman tank. One's called the Chateau, and then the other one, I have no idea, Bastonage, something like this, but Bastogne or something like this. So anyways, those are your two greatest generations of war sets to look for. And then also on this side, once again, the Texaco gas pump. So let's go ahead and get this guy out. And I've had the truck out before. You actually have to pop both ends of the box open to get both pieces out. So this will come off the screen for a moment so I can get at least a piece of it out to show you guys. I'm not sure I will be taking these. Well, maybe I will. I was going to say if they're zip tied or something like that, it may be a little bit hard, but it doesn't look too difficult. So we'll get the gas station out. So that is pretty cool. And this is the heavy part, man. This thing weighs a lot. So I'm going to say if you accidentally drop one of these, it's going to shatter because it's probably made like porcelain or ceramic, something like that, because it is very heavy, and I'm going to say it's not going to be so durable. So yeah, I would be careful when taking these out of the box. So there you go, is the gas station. And even the background behind the gas station is kind of cool. You could use this for some nice picture shots too. Johnny Lightning Texaco, and has a couple of old school pictures from the Texaco station back in probably the 40s, maybe even the 30s. So really cool. So those I'm going to keep for some picture opportunities. So let's get this over here and get a better look at it. And cardboard was stuck to it. Oh wow, it's actually got something on the back side too. I did not know that. So you could actually like pull up your car and take a picture of it sitting there. I'm going to say this is a little bit big for 1/64 scale, but as we know, Johnny Lightning is not so accurate with their 1/64 stuff. Usually too small, not too big, but it looks like the diorama is going to be slightly too big, but still, yeah, pretty cool. Still offers some pretty cool pictures. If you have any like 150 scale Hot Wheels, or maybe even some 143s would look good to take pics with this. But let's flip him around and see how he looks next to the gas pumps. That's not too bad, but the floor, the ground is a little bit high. But if you get him up to like ground level, that actually looks pretty good. That I'm going to say would pass. And then you put the car back here. So yeah, maybe build something up here to kind of get two cars even, but that does look pretty cool. So maybe it was just that air pump that kind of threw it off to make it look a little bit too big or a little bit overscale on the back side. But this front side has your typical Texaco sign here, a couple of gas pumps. Wish they would have been the old school gas pumps with the globe like pictured on the box. That would have been really cool. Then you have your signs here, shocks, tires, towing, and transmission, and tune-ups. And then even back here you can see you have like an oil rack and a white wall tire on display. And they even kind of give it like a dirt patinaed look on the bottom edges, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, this will make for some really cool pics, and I really like that they did the backside too. That actually gives you more opportunities for these pictures too. That was great. So let's put him back there. No, let's get the truck out. And as I said, it's kind of hard to pull him out of this box here. So it's like a two-layered box. So let's pop the bottom open and get him out from the bottom. And this also is not so easy. Actually, I think it's easier to push him up through the bottom, come out the top. So here's your truck, and here is how it is packaged. And it's just kind of like a small PVC cover that slides right off, and then your truck comes right out. So this actually could be repackaged. You can take it out, take pics of it, and then repackage it to put on display in your collection. So depending on how you want to do it, I think I will rebox mine and put on display because I'm running out of table space. So the paint job and the livery on this truck is really cool. It's got like the fleet number on the front fender. That's pretty cool. Texaco service station, gas, lube, oil. Really like this casting by Johnny Lightning. This is actually one I would say that is pretty accurate in scaling. As I said before, Johnny Lightning's a little bit off on some of their scaling, but here is the Auto World square body, and that is pretty much, I would say, the same size truck. Like the 62 to 65s would have been pretty much, I think, the same size, just different body style. So yeah, I would say it's fitting. The 164 scale on this one is pretty good, because as I said, with some of the Johnny Lightning stuff, I kind of doubt their accuracy. Opening hood, detailed engine, kind of tinted windows slightly. Very detailed truck, very nice. Chevrolet on the back tailgate, Texaco license plate, detailed lights, die cast on die cast, rubber tires, white steel rims look good. Chevrolet across the grill you can see there. So they did a really nice job on the truck. Actually, I have a few of the 65 Chevys. Well, a couple, actually. Not a few, but like two other ones. And they are both nicely done. So they've always done well with that casting. They make a couple of really cool tow trucks, too. There's a green Texaco tow truck from Miho that I would like to get my hands on. That would look really nice with this diorama. So let's continue on. We'll go to the Sunoco next, since it's packaged slightly different, to give you guys something else to look at. So, as I said, and sorry the camera, I keep adjusting here to get the full view of the packages. So, as I said, this is in a blister pack and not in your box like the last one and like the Golf one. This actually, I think, was more of like the retail one. You may actually find this one at like Hobby Lobby and such. Not sure about these box sets. You may have to order them online. I'm not so sure. I don't think any of them you will find at Walmart, though. But this one, I think, is going to be more like retail release than the two box sets. Actually, I remember seeing this for the first time thanks to David at the worst YouTube channel ever. He was at Hobby Lobby giving us a walkthrough, kind of like a virtual hunt, and it was pretty cool, and he picked this up and showed it, and Hobby Lobby wanted like 25 bucks for it, which is overpriced. I understand why he didn't buy it. I think I paid equivalent to like 14 bucks for mine, which is not too bad. So that's why I went ahead and picked it up. But that's when I seen it, and I thought, wow, I need to get one of those. Those are pretty cool, especially since it came with the old Trans Am series Sunoco Camaro. And I believe this was one of Donahues' rides. It's definitely a Penske car, and definitely was a raced used car, number 15. But I don't know if Donahue raced this one or if it was another driver. I think it was Donahue, but I'm not sure. But anyways, let's get him out and take a look at him. As I said, this is more of like a backdrop type of thing. It doesn't have the whole, like, island and all of that stuff. But still cool. And really, here is the 76 station, too. We'll kind of go over a few of that. And this one I was really hoping to find because it has the 70 Dodge Super Bee. That's the one with the Mopar. The Texaco and the Sunoco have the Chevys, and then the Golf is the Ford. The Union 76 was the Mopar. So unfortunately, I could not get it. Then you have some other ones here. There are some of these Godzilla ones for sale in my area. They're kind of cool too, with the Willys Jeep. Then this one I've never seen before with like this Mercury. I don't know if it's like supposed to be primer spots or they painted that thing to look like a cow, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a white cow with black spots. Then it has your Sunoco has a rich history that travels back more than 130 years today. Sunoco distributes fuel to over 5,200 gas station locations in more than, I think it says, 30 states. but I think it also does more than just the United States too. I think it's global. And then over here you have your fun facts. That says Sunoco distributes, well, once again, fuel to over 5,200 gas station locations in more than 30 states. In 1956, Sun Oil Company invented the custom blending pump that offered 5-octane grades from a single pump. The Sun Oil Company was established in 1890. It wasn't until 1998 that the company name was officially changed to Sunoco. Huh, that's kind of odd, because I know the Sunoco name's been around for a long, long time, so it didn't officially get changed until 1998. That is kind of a fun fact. So, once again, let's get him out and get a look at him. So once again, I'll take this off the screen. I've already cut the back of the package like I usually do on these to get this guy out. And this actually is kind of strange, because this is packaged like a blister pack on the card. And this is like cardboard, like a Hot Wheels pack. And then you have your Camaro, which is wire tied down to this little cardboard stand, which we will leave him on there for now. But the livery is very cool. Sunoco Camaro, white leather tires, Krieger wheels. Would probably look better if it had the like Watanabe looking 8 spokes with wide like black wall slicks. But hey, still cool, looks good. And it is an opening hood model, so, well, it doesn't open so easily, but it is an opening hood model. Well, anyways, we'll worry about that later. So this I am going to open, though, in front of you guys, because I did not know it was like this. I thought it was kind of tied to the cardboard. I didn't realize it was a whole window, well, not window, but blister. So, and once again, these guys were the same price, and you get a lot more with the Texaco set than this set. And cool, though, as you can see, though, it is thin compared to the other. This one you have to be really careful when displaying and taking pics, because it may fall over and damage your die cast if you're not careful. Unfortunately, the backside is just plain white, like I had expected even on the Texaco, so that Texaco one is really impressive. But you kind of can get a closer look as I can bring it closer to the camera on this one. So it's got like the 70s, 80s style pumps, it looks like. Once again, this has the tire and then the fuel stand there. Racing fuel, which is pretty cool, so this will look good with some race cars. And such. So we'll put it like that for now. The Camaro I will take off later. So pretty cool set. So last but not least, and probably the one that a lot of people have been anticipating, is the Golf set. And, you know, to be honest with you guys, I don't know what the big deal is with Golf. I know they sponsored some Trans Am cars and stuff, but in my opinion, Sunoco is a bigger deal, just because I always followed, like, Donahues, well, didn't always follow him, but always remember his cars, like in the Trans Am series and stuff. Then Texaco was always another one that was a big deal in America. And then one of my local ones, and it probably was everywhere, was Ohio. I remember them. But to be honest with you, Golf really was not a big deal from where I was from in the States. So I'm not sure what blew this up. I think it was just these diecast companies using it as a livery on their cars. But I know they did do some sponsorship stuff. But to me, Sunoco was a bigger deal than Golf. But that's just my own personal preference. I do like the Golf stuff. Really cool, though. Love the tow truck. It's 59 Ford. As you see down there, 59 Ford F250 tow truck. And it also open hood, rubber tires, die cast on die cast. And this is really cool dio because it's different than the others. It's like inside the shop diorama. Very cool. Then over here, the famous golf globe, and then Johnny Lightning 50 years, highly detailed polyresin display, realistic service station details, and 1/64 die-cast metal vehicle. Then, once again, shows you the greatest generation, World War II dioramas, and then it gives you a brief history on the Golf station. The Golf brand has been a part of American culture since 1901. Since then, it has become one of the world's most recognizable brands. Golf gained recognition for its top quality gasoline sold worldwide. The bright orange disc logo immediately gave consumers confidence, knowing the reputation of quality for Golf branded gasoline. Golf also opened thousands of full service filling stations, further expanding their reach to provide impeccable automotive service and products. So, pretty cool that they give you a little history on the station. So, once again, I'm going to pull him off the screen and then take him out so we can get a better look at him. And there is the station itself. And like I said, that's really cool because it is a garage. I actually did a shot already for Instagram with my 71 Charger there. Actually, I'll mock that up again for you guys. That's the shot that I posted on Instagram. So if you guys were wondering where that picture came from, this is exactly how I took it. So, first, we'll do it vice versa this time. Let's move the station over there, and then we'll take a look at the tow truck, because that's the one I'm excited about. This looks really good. So, once again, same thing. This kind of PVC blister cover, and the truck just pops right out. I really like that idea, because you can repackage everything if you want to and display it in the box. Now, the Sunoco set's going to be a little bit more of a problem since it had that blister, but hey, no big deal. So this has an opening tailgate too, which I didn't mention, but that's pretty cool. So opening tailgate, and then the old type of hitch, and the boom kind of moves a little bit. So that is pretty cool, but really no way to hook a car to it, but still pretty cool. Yeah, this is really nicely done. And then, as they said, opening hood, detailed engine, detailed front, the steel wheels, rubber tires. It looks really good. It does have Johnny Lightning on the bottom. I was going to say this reminds me of a Racing Champions casting. I think this was originally a Racing Champions casting. Then when RC2 teamed up with Johnny Lightning took a lot of Racing Champions castings and started using them, like the Grand National, and I believe this is one of the castings too. Just the way the chassis is done. Racing Champions are known for like primitive looking chassis, and the boxes where the axle go. Just even on the Impalas that I unboxed a few months back were kind of like that. So I think this used to be a Racing Champions casting. Then when they merged in, oops, well, that should go back on easily. So be careful with your little hitch thing, because there is a hook here and it does come off pretty easily. So I will mess with that after the video. But anyways, yeah, so I think this was a Racing Champions casting. Just like the Regals I had pointed out before, they were Racing Champions castings. But now Johnny Lightning, after that merger with RC2, and then they all went out of business, now round 2 has everybody again. So this is a really cool truck. I really do dig this. They did a nice job on this one. So that will look great setting near all the other Golf stuff that I have. So let's take the Charger out of here and then get a better look at this Golf station. So really nicely done. Your tire rack here, your jack, fan belts, exhaust hanging there, some lockers over in the corner for the mechanic, oil on the top shelf, and then like a gas can or something up there. Then on the workbench you have your vise, some tools hanging on some pegboard in the background. They did a really nice job on the details, but once again, I think like the bench, the tools and stuff are a little bit overscaled for 1/64th. But anyways, let's get him out of the box and look at him, because I'm kind of curious now to see if there's anything on the back wall of this one, like the Texaco, because that was pretty cool that they give you that photo op where you can take pictures of stuff from the back side. And yes, it does have that opportunity. So there you go, guys. That looks cool. Yellow parking post and then like electrical boxes. Now that looks a little more fitting. Like those yellow parking posts, that would be believable. Like the circuit breaker, electric meter thing, that would be a little more believable too. But let's flip him around and look. Even on the side, you got some stuff going on here. That's pretty cool too. So there's a lot of picture opportunities here. So put the tow truck in here. Now, that doesn't look too bad though, actually, with the tow truck. So the vise does look a little bit mammoth on the bench. That thing is huge. It's almost the size of an engine. So that, I'm going to say, they did a little bit overkill. The other stuff though could be tolerable. It's just the vise is a little bit overkill in my opinion. But besides that, not too bad. And I would have left maybe this lift because it doesn't look so good. It does have like that like H-style lift, I guess I would call it, where each of those legs kick out to whatever direction to put the pads on your frame and lift your vehicle. But it's not too bad though. So actually, and I would say this is probably going to be really cool. I'm going to do a lot of pics with that set here. So let's kind of put all these together if you can, kind of, and well, there you go. And then, unfortunately, the Camaro. Well, actually, you can put it like that, so not too bad. So, guys, there you go. There are your gas station dioramas from Johnny Lightning. Hopefully, I may still be able to get my hands on the 76 station. Who knows? Because these were quite late getting here. I just got the opportunity to get the Golf station last week, and then the Texaco and Sunoco have been here for probably over a month, maybe even 2 months, and I finally took the initiative and bought them once I got the Golf set. So anyways, this is it for our free-for-all weekend, kind of almost like a Monday premium unboxing. And speaking of that, on Monday we'll probably just do a couple of Auto World cars and a couple of Johnny Lightning cars to keep things going with the round 2 theme. I think maybe there's 3 or 4 cars altogether. I may mix it up though, because I don't think there's enough to do a sufficient video. So anyways, we'll see what happens, but it looks like it'll be Auto World and Johnny Lightning probably for Monday. So make sure you tune back in for that. If you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share the video. Tell your friends about my channel. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I will see you on Monday. Thanks for watching.